Now, the Indian Prime Minister is on a two-day-long state visit to the Maldives. It's aimed at strengthening bilateral ties between the two nations. And just a few moments back, the Indian Prime Minister and also the Maldivian President Mohamed Muizzu held a meeting in Male. And this visit marks a very crucial reset in relations that were briefly strained following the Maldivian President Mohamed Muizzu's India Out campaign during the 2023 elections. And upon Prime Minister Narendra Modi's arrival, he was accorded with a ceremonial welcome at the Republic Square in Male, which was also joined by the Maldivian President Mohamed Muizzu. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi also received a 21-gun salute at the ceremonial welcome in Maldives. And our assistant editor for Foreign Affairs, Siddhant Sibil, is joining us live from Maldives. Siddhant, this is a crucial reset of relations, especially considering Mohamed Muizzu was someone who was elected to power in Maldives on the India Out campaign. But now he seems to be openly courting the Indian nation, and the Indian Prime Minister is, of course, there for the realignment of ties between India and Maldives.
Well, yes, it is a diplomatic turnaround in many ways. Last year we saw a fall in the relationship, but today we are witnessing a positive trajectory between the two countries. Now, we know that both countries are connected in many ways, and at the bedrock of this relationship forms the people-to-people relationship. Many Maldivians come to India for education, for health services. Many Indians come to Maldives as well for employment, and many Indian tourists also come. We saw a fall in the number of Indian tourists in the past, but we know that the focus has been to get more Indian tourists. But largely, tourism remains a mainstay of the economy of this country. We know that in a short while from now, the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Maldivian President Muizzu will be holding a press statement. And after that, several MOUs are expected to be signed. Also, in inauguration of key infrastructure projects assisted by India, whether it is the Hanimadu Airport, whether it is a defense-related infrastructure project, details of which we are awaited. And also we know that this visit of the Indian Prime Minister coming after a pretty long time. The last visit was in 2019. In fact, he chose Maldives and Sri Lanka as his first foreign visits after taking charge. That is a clear symbol of India's neighbourhood first policy. And now we are witnessing this visit where the Indian Prime Minister will also be the guest of honour at the country's Independence Day. In fact, this is the 60th anniversary of Independence Day of this country, and also the 60th anniversary of diplomatic relationship between India and Maldives. We know that this is a relationship which is a time-tested relationship. Of course, there have been blips in the past as well. Maldives has its own politics as well, where India does get dragged into. But the fact that the Maldives President Muizzu invited the Indian Prime Minister shows the reaffirmation when it comes to the relationship with India. In fact, the Maldivian President was in India last year twice. First, of course, for the attendance for the swearing-in ceremony of the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi for the third term. Then, of course, the Maldivian President travelling to India for a visit as well, a visit that saw him travelling to Delhi and Mumbai along with other places. So this has been the trajectory of the relationship in past few months, and today's visit will mark a new direction in the relationship.
Absolutely, indeed, Siddhant. Thank you very much for joining us and getting us all those updates. We'll, of course, come back to you as the story continues to develop in Male.